We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. It is caught left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw here on first down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. New series coming up following the punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. From the 37. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Man in motion out of the slot. Pass play on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 13. Completed over the middle. He has room past the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. They'll send him over right. 1st down from the red zone. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Daniels on 1st down. That's incomplete left side.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
This is ahead for about 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's going to be a gain of 5 on what will be the final play of our opening quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. This time it's a passing play. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, here's Daniels. Hauled in left side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short, Daniels. He connects with his back deep down the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Gets this one to Harris. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys take possession of the football. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that.
He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Harris.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And he's out in the clear. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field. Whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one goes out of bounds and will give them the ball at the 40. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on 1st. It's caught, Ferguson. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Looking right, and he finds the ball's out, he lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Daniels from the pistol. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 22. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on 2nd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. To throw here on 1st down. He's got Harris. Oh, he trucked that defender. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Running back sent in motion. Throwing from the gun. Throwing deep towards the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Man in motion here. Back to the well again. And this one doesn't go far. Only 1 yard that time, partner, so this is going to bring up 4th down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting... Second half, we've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. He's off to the races. The 30. He's at the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Here's a throw. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Third down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels throwing on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
To throw it on 1st down. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 3rd quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. He loses the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Working quickly here. They kick the running back in motion. Second and 4. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Oh, their reaction, perfection, Brock. Once it was recovered, everyone immediately reacted and flipped to return mode. And what a return it wound up being.
So much to love about that, Kate. That's team together, everybody achieving more, and you could see it all the way down to the 1-yard line. But I promise you this, there'll be a little razzing on that sideline. Come on, man. You could smell the end zone. Can't you just punch it in?
Come on.
But
What
overall,
a return, though. What a return.
Oh, no question. That is the effort you're looking for, the desire and the want to. No question about it.
Harris will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
They'll run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Offense in the hurry up here. Daniels on 1st down. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing now, Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They give it to him again. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. He's at midfield. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And carried by Harris here to start the drive. Cuts right. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On first down, here's Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally... One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Slot man motioned over. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Cowboys scoop it up.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Looking slant route, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on third and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They give to Harris from the gun. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Offense up to the line fast. A third down run with Harris. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. They'll throw it. Called in left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Daniels back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. From the gun, it's Daniels. He puts everything behind this one. To the outside, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Forced out to his right. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys on their way to their 3rd win of the year. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 17. Short pass brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. They'll try and punch it in. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels, 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Throwing now on 1st down. Stays in the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again following the sack. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. So it's a win for the Cowboys.